I'd like to start with what Father Rodel was saying about optimism, and where we draw our hope. Yesterday I celebrated Mass at the St. Joseph Cathedral in San Diego, and the occasion was the 9/11. And I sort of refreshed in people's memory what happened on September 11, 2001, and some people were a bit edgy because apparently, recalling it can be very unpleasant for some people. But I said, yesterday I said one of my realizations after listening to that part of the sermon where the Lord says, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, pray even for those who mistreat you. I become more and more convinced that the Lord is teaching us never to treat any fellow human being as an enemy. Because if you love your enemy, he's not an enemy anymore. Why must we not treat a fellow human being as an enemy? Because our only enemy in this world, the only person we were taught to reject at baptism was Satan. Our only enemy is Satan. The only warfare that we must fight is a spiritual battle, And we are all vulnerable to the wiles of the evil one. That is why we need to be discerning in our action. All of us are vulnerable. Discernment is a very important component of the Christian faith. But we cannot grow in discernment without prayer. Because in prayer we listen to God, Prayer is not more talking to God. Of course, I do understand that in prayer you talk to God, but when God talks to you, do you listen? And the more essential aspect of prayer is listening to God. And once we become familiar with the voice of God and the actions and the movements of the Spirit in our lives, then we learn to become more spiritually intelligent. We can be church-going and become spiritually dumb. There are many kinds of intelligences. There was this thinker, Howard Gardner, who was hailed by educators as being avant-garde, for discovering what he calls multiple intelligences. But my goodness, just read the first letter of Paul to the Corinthians, you would know what multiple intelligences is about. They're not just intelligences, they're gifts. There are many gifts and charisms bestowed by the same Spirit. But the most important form of intelligence we don't all develop, and that's spiritual intelligence. And only a life of prayer can open us to become more spiritually intelligent, to discover that we do not have enemies in this world. Did you know that it is blasphemous to regard a fellow human being as evil? Some people were telling me, because of what I experienced in the past administration, I had to face 5 criminal charges during the time that I was speaking out against extrajudicial killings. And all I was doing was pleading with the government not to kill people just because they are addicts or drug users. I said, as far as I know, addicts are sick people. They need not our judgment, but our compassion. And I said, I would like to help you, sir, in rehabilitating people with substance use disorder, but I cannot rehabilitate dead people. And I really pleaded really hard, but it wasn't appreciated. And what I got were, almost daily death threats and criminal charges. And after that, people asked me, how can you even pray for those evil people? And I said, excuse me. You don't call anyone evil. Not even those who wish you harm. There are no evil people in this world. All of us are by nature good, but capable of evil. Christianity distinguishes between action and person. Well, people are capable of evil action, but that doesn't make them evil people. Our humanity is basically good, but vulnerable to the wiles of the evil one. And that's the intelligence of the Christian faith.